There is a health epidemic sweeping through our society today, and it is not the cause of a virus. In fact, if it were caused by a virus, we would find a cure, a vaccine, or maybe quarantine anyone who might have been infected. Did you know that sitting has been compared to the new smoking? Dr. Levine, a professor of medicine at the Mayo Clinic, describes sitting as more dangerous than smoking, kills more people than HIV, and is more treacherous than parachuting. Yet in schools, we inadvertently teach students that in order to be productive, we must sit, and we make them sit for most of the school day. But what if we viewed sitting as a sickness? And what if schools could provide a cure? Now, teaching is not an easy job. Teachers are already burdened with too little time to do too much. But what if schools could incorporate physical activities into the classroom environment without adding stress to the teacher? And what if teachers could continue to focus on teaching curriculum while classrooms are being transformed into environments of movement and physical activity that is designed to meet the individual needs of students?
As we reframed our problem to guide our prototyping, we thought everybody in society looks at physical activity and movement as hard work. It's stressful. It's time consuming and only for athletic individuals. And student learning is seen as crucial. It's imperative. It's the most important for sure. But does it have to be the monopolizing corporation where its success only comes at the expense of mental, emotional, and especially physical health? What if we looked at physical activity and movement as medicine that's prescribed by a professional? It's trusted by its patients. It's given individually and in specific doses, and that it does not hinder your goals, but clears the way to more easily achieve the outcomes you set out to achieve. By redesigning individual classrooms, changing entire school layouts or cultures, by rebranding movement as inclusive and for everyone, we can achieve our physical activity goals. But what about our learner outcomes? Curricular outcomes are numerous. Won't this just burden teachers and administrators more? How can we engage all of our stakeholders? These are the multiple questions we looked at solving both sides of our equation. By not viewing these solutions as separate, but as part of our whole, as we began to prototype, we realized this whole is actually a person, a professional health and wellness specialist, whose key roles within our schools and our communities are to communicate, support, and empathize with teachers to open up their time to focus on those learner outcomes that are so important, to promote the connection and the positive correlation between physical activity benefits and learner achievement, is to increase stakeholder perceptions and buy-in to gain support from parents and the community members, and to provide meaningful active learning strategies for staff to use, for students to engage with, and for stakeholders to support. And in order to do this, we must be a liaison between health practitioners, family, staff, and students to all encompass health, wellness, and learner outcome within our schools.
In developing and testing our prototype, we gained critical insight into our wicked problem and the connected human needs related to this problem. Specifically, we were reminded that our problem is not about physical activity versus curricular outcomes, but ultimately framing a solution in the mindset that these go hand in hand. We continued to focus on empathy as we collaborated with our peers in consideration of parental buy-in, student support by avoiding bullying and weight bias, and engaging our students through physical literacy within the academic curriculum. Achieving physical and emotional health within a school requires a dynamic, whole school approach, and we decided that a health specialist could provide ongoing support to accommodate changing needs and goals within the school environment. In carrying out our design process, candidly, we had frequent moments of uncertainty, wondering, where is all of this going to take us? As CBE suggests, an important mindset of design is to embrace ambiguity, the ability to trust the process, go with the flow, and iterate to find new solutions allowed us to embrace this mindset fully as we carried out our design process. Going through this process allowed us to open up a variety of avenues to a solution and provided alternative ways of thinking about our problem, which ultimately led to the formation of an authentic and innovative solution.